Misha that played
Misha
John
was
Wilkes?
No, I did Misha play John Wilkes? Is that right? Okay, so Misha shot him, and then we carried Billy off stage, and the response was, I think the phrase "underwhelming" doesn't do justice.
Crickets.
We appreciated it.
You can literally hear paint drying, building away.
Building away.
Hashtag
What was Dr. Ben's comment?
Dr. Ben was, we came off to literally awful, nobody cared. It's like they didn't care that something terrible happened to the president. And we
I
can't say
cared.
it. And Dr. Ben goes, too soon? Dr. Ben's joke was the best joke of the whole bit, and only 5 of us heard it. But anywho,
Nevertheless,
like the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, we almost lost Billy Moran. So thank you. We dodged a huge bullet, and we're so lucky. The rest of the con is dedicated to Billy Moran, and we still got him. He's still with us. Woo, precious cargo. In fact, I say we call it a day. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Oh, what the hell? I guess I'll do what I'm supposed to do. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. Cool, they pretend to like each other. And then it gets weird. I rest my case.
Rob has been very jealous all day because last night I took a photo of myself grabbing Rich's ass.
And deleted it.
And so we're trying to work through it.
And that was you stalked that and grabbed that hiney without giving me the heads up. I tell you, I was leaning forward to fix the radio, being a good Samaritan.
He was fixing that radio for so fucking long. And it would have been rude not to grab your ass after a while.
were you really fixing the radio?
I was fixing the radio, you know, this is the same thing that
Yeah,
you did.
and by the way, this is how he fixes the radio. I'll just show you. This is how he fixes the radio. That's it. That's him. I was just remembering. As I was walking up, somebody backstage was like, and remember, this is being live streamed, so. Just as I was doing that, I was like, oh, right. Shit.
I was actually thinking there's going to be pictures all over the internet of you shaking your butt and me going.
I just want to say the radio got fixed, okay? It doesn't matter how I did it. Secondly, this is exactly what happened when you guys stole my phone and took unsavory pictures of yourself. I find myself in the position of apologizing.
Well, as you should.
For fixing the radio.
Yeah.
I can't help it that I have a magnetic bottom. And your hand was attracted to it, drawn to it, if you will.
Not cool.
A danger
No, not cool.
button?
My bottom apologizes. Ladies and gentlemen, Misha Collins.
Hi, everybody. I do want to apologize for having posted that photo.
No.
It's tasteless.
It's okay, we've met you.
So sorry. So speaking of ass grabbing, I actually don't know where I was going with that. It opened up a panoply of different options for me. I think I'll go in this direction. So my college roommate, Eric Marshall, is here today. He's right there, he's standing up, he's waving. Yep. And we haven't seen each other in a while, and we had 5 people that were living. So at the University of Chicago, where we went to school, you had to stay in the dorm the first year, but then after the first year, you could go rent an apartment somewhere. So 5 of us rented an apartment, and it was furnished. One of the kids that lived there with us, his uncle owned a motel. And the motel was like a flea bag motel. And the flea bag motel, it was like, this is too gross. We have to upgrade our furniture.
So you
And we were
naturally
like,
took it
well,
for free.
free furniture. So they were like, what do you want? And we were like, well, we want as much as we can fit in the U-Haul. So we got 6 extra mattresses.
Oh, God.
Along with these like vomit-stained upholstered chairs that are really uncomfortable.
So
And these mattresses, I mean, they were basically medical waste. But anyway, we furnished our whole place with these amazing free furniture, and we had this pile of mattresses that were, riddled with bed bugs and were like absolutely blinding under a black light. That's disgusting if you understand the reference. So we would invite people over to play King of the Mattress Pile. There was a game we invented that we loved, which was just this wobbly pile of rancid mattresses in the middle of the living room, and we would just wrestle each other, and whoever got thrown off the mattress lost. And we spent a lot of time at a very, I would say, academically esteemed university playing King of the rancid mattress pile.
Hey, who can get herpes
we
today?
did I'm going to just tell a few college stories because Eric has, inspired me to do that. One that I just remembered, Eric, I had gone to the store. I was a vegan at the time, and so that meant that I ate as much food as I possibly could all the time because I was never satisfied. And a friend from college recently, Jen Moran, recently told me, hey, I just wanted to tell you, I remember watching you eat in college and being revolted. I actually thought that she was gonna go like, I was watching you eat and I was like, turned on or something, and that's not the direction she went. She said revolted. So I had bought all these very large yams. They were like this long. They were enormous, and I had 10 of them. And so, do you remember this? Yeah.
He's scarred for life.
And so I baked them, and then I was like, well, that's a lot of yams. I might as well make lemonade out of these lemons. Or yams. And so I said to my roommates, hey, if you guys I'll bet you each $10. So they put in, $10 a piece, and I put in, against that 50, that I could eat all 10 yams in 10 minutes. It was a yam a minute. And so we started a timer. They weren't hot, so that wasn't the challenge. The challenge was that they were actually, the aggregate volume of these yams was more than my stomach. So I started eating, and it was like, I got through 1 yam in 2 minutes, and I was like, all right, I gotta pick it up. And I got through 2 yams, and it was like 6 minutes. And I got halfway through the 3rd yam, and I started going, gagging, as I was trying to swallow, and there was just no way I was gonna get it through. But I was already, absolutely stuffed with yam. And now, not only was I, on the verge of throwing up, but I'd lost $50. And I wandered into the pantry and I saw a bottle of apple cider vinegar.
Oh, no.
And it was like a pint-sized bottle of apple cider vinegar. And I brought it out and I said, guys, double or nothing that I can drink this in 10 minutes. And they all saw an opportunity, and so they said, we'll take you up on that. Because as a child, this was a don't throw me in the briar patch moment, because as a child, I remembered taking sips of apple cider vinegar with my brother. And I knew that while it sounded gross, I could handle it. And so I took it, I opened the top, we started the timer, I took a big chug, and immediately just projectile. Yep. I lost $100 and I threw up in the kitchen.
At least you probably threw up on him.
That's true, it wasn't carpeted, yeah. Thank you for finding the silver lining there. That is a glass half full woman over there. Wow, I wish I had your sunny disposition. So one more, I'll just tell one more story because it was sort of related to the origin of Gishwiz. How many of you have done Gishwiz or know about it? Yes. So at the University of Chicago, we had this University of Chicago, when we went there, was not a fun place. You had to invent your own fun. You had to play King of the Mattress Pile or something like that, or make your roommate puke or whatever. We had to invent our own fun because it was really, we had a t-shirt that was like basically like the school t-shirt that everybody wore around. It said University of Chicago, where fun comes to die. But we had this one long weekend every year called Scav, which was a scavenger hunt. And we all got so into it. It was just so much fun. It was the one bright spot on the calendar. And Vicky, who is now my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time, was on a different team than me. She was in a different dorm, so she was on a different team. And she came, we were doing Scav, and she came to me. I was one of the few people that had a car. I had this old Volvo sedan. And she said, "Can I borrow your car? I found 3 live sheep in Wisconsin." And the item was to bring 3 live sheep. That was just one of the items in Scav. You had to show up with 3 live sheep, which is hard on the south side of Chicago. And I said, no. A, you're on a different team, and B, I have like fabric seats. I have cloth upholstery in my sedan. You're not bringing 3 sheep in my car. And then I went to sleep, and then she took my keys and went to Wisconsin and got a and they didn't even bother to put down newspaper or anything like that. And there was a waiting period, like the sheep were actually had to just hang out with the windows cracked in the Volvo for about 4 hours. And they were just like pawing their own feces into the fabric and eating the seats. Anyway, that same year, Vicky, one of the items was you had to bring a live Hooters waitress.
As opposed to a dead meat.
And
not the dead
how
one?
you guys can try this, but they're very difficult to capture. And so she took matters into her own hands, and she just went to Hooters. She's well endowed, and she's like, can I get an application? And she got a job at Hooters just so that she could show up in the uniform. Anyway, that was sort of the beginning of Gishwiz. I've tried to incorporate Hooters waitresses in a few Gishwizes since then. I think we had one of the items was take a photo of a Hooters waitress reading The Feminine Mystique. And some of those photos are actually awesome. Really great. I agree. 100%. Okay, Eric, have I covered enough, or is there more? That was inspired by the ass-grabbing tangent, so you got there.
Ass grabbing.
All right.
Of sheep.
Does anybody have any questions they want to ask Eric, or?
Where do we start?
Anything?
Plenty.
Yeah.
Where are his photos?
Embarrassing pictures.
Embarrassing photos.
But you repeat yourself.
Eric, do you have any embarrassing photos? He said, in case you missed that, he said they're all up here. Yeah. What was it? Okay. Do you want to field that one? Do you want to come up here? Only because I don't want to keep shouting over at you. What was it like with Misha? Do you remember?
It was always an adventure. You didn't know what was coming next because he had these inspired challenges, these inspired adventures, and it was always game for anything. Usually when the rest of us weren't. But there was always a bit of magic to it because it always seemed to turn out. I don't know how
You were talking earlier about I was doing woodworking.
Mike.
Yeah. So Misha will tackle anything, whether he knows how to do it or not. And
If he doesn't.
but his learning curve is crazy. So he started woodworking. And I actually have this. This is a treasured item in my home. I have this little half-length wooden cooking spoon that Misha carved and sanded for me. I think you were driving from Boston to Chicago, and you were sanding the spoon in your lap. At least I couldn't tell.
That isn't the most ADD thing you've ever heard. I was like, well, it's a long, it's an 11-hour drive. I'm not going to waste the time, so I'll do a little whittling on the drive.
Very little. But he quickly graduated from half-sized cooking spoons to, he said, well, if I can make a spoon, I can make a queen-size bed. So what I remember about Misha moving into this apartment is all the lumber he hauled in. And hand tools. I don't think you had any electric tools. It was all chisels and sandpaper and where are you going to put all this stuff? And he just piled it. He, of course, got the smallest